Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to explore the ultra-rare 5 most expensive and valuable commemorative Washington $quarter coins worth big money could make you rich. First up, the 2007 Utah Washington quarter, part of the iconic 50 state quarters program, might look like just another coin in your pocket, but some rare versions of this state quarter are worth thousands today. If you're lucky enough to stumble upon the right one, you could be holding a hidden treasure that has the power to turn your fortune around overnight. The design features 2 golden spike-headed trains meeting at Promontory Summit, symbolizing the historic completion of the Transcontinental Railroad in 1869. But beneath this classic design lies a series of rare minting anomalies that collectors are desperately hunting, and they're paying huge money to own them. What makes the Utah quarter from 2007 so special isn't just its historical significance, but the mint errors and ultra-rare versions that were released in limited numbers. A small percentage of these coins feature dramatic double-die errors, off-center strikes, and even die breaks that create unusual and collectible coin patterns. One specific version struck at the Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, with visible doubling in the train's wheel area and the word Utah, has sold for over $2,000 in mint state. And that's just the start. Some near-perfect MS. 68 graded coins have shattered records at auctions, making this little piece of metal more valuable than gold. Imagine checking your old change jar or that forgotten coin collection from your childhood and suddenly spotting the 2007 Utah quarter with a rare mint error. That simple coin could be your ticket to instant wealth. Don't be fooled by its common appearance. Many people unknowingly spend these valuable coins every single day. They slide across counters at grocery stores or vanish into vending machines, their true value hidden from untrained eyes. But not anymore. After this, you'll never look at a Utah quarter the same way again. The most valuable versions of this coin tend to come from uncirculated sets or mint rolls that have been preserved in pristine condition. Collectors go wild for coins graded MS 67 and above by third-party services like PCGS or NGC. One particularly rare Utah quarter from the Denver Mint, in high-grade condition with a flawless finish and full strike, sold for nearly $4,000 in a high-profile coin auction. That's the kind of cash that can erase debt, fund a dream vacation, or even kickstart a small business, just from a single coin. Even more electrifying are the rumors and verified finds of transitional errors, coins that were accidentally struck on planchets meant for other denominations or metals. A known example is the 2007 Utah quarter struck on a blank nickel planchet, which fetched a jaw-dropping amount when discovered. These types of errors are extremely rare, but when they surface, collectors and dealers alike compete furiously to grab them. This is where overnight riches become a real possibility. Your pocket change might just be holding a life-altering mistake. The market demand for rare state quarters has exploded over the past few years. As more collectors and investors flood into the coin world, the value of rare specimens continues to climb. Coin grading services have been overwhelmed with submissions from everyday people hoping to cash in on their luck. That Utah quarter you thought was worth just 25 cents could be your winning lottery ticket in disguise. And the best part? You don't need to buy anything, you just need to look carefully at what you already have. Condition matters more than anything in the coin world. A coin pulled fresh from a mint set and handled only with gloves can fetch exponentially more than one that's been circulating. So if you find a Utah 2007 quarter with sharp details, no scratches, and possibly even an error, don't even think about spending it. Protect it, get it graded, and watch as the offers come pouring in. Coins in poor condition may still bring a decent price if they have rare features, but the top dollar sales always go to coins that look like they just came off the mint press. Don't make the mistake of giving this coin away cheap. Every day, people unknowingly give away thousands of dollars just because they didn't know what to look for. The Utah 2007 quarter might not shout its value at first glance, but the right one has already changed people's lives. It's time you checked your pocket, your drawers, your old coin jars, because what seems ordinary could actually be an extraordinary jackpot waiting to be found. With only a limited number of rare error Utah quarters in circulation, the odds may seem slim, but luck favors those who know what to search for. Whether it's a double die, an off-metal strike, or a high-grade uncirculated version. These coins continue to break records in the numismatic world. Don't sleep on this opportunity, because the next Utah quarter you see could be worth thousands, and that might just be the moment your life takes a dramatic turn toward unexpected wealth. This isn't just about a coin. It's about being part of a growing community of collectors, treasure hunters, and enthusiasts who understand the hidden value in the world around them. The Utah 2007 Washington Quarter is a shining symbol of American history, but it's also a beacon of financial surprise. Don't ignore it, don't underestimate it, and above all, don't spend it. The next time you hold one in your hand, take a closer look. Your fortune could be resting in your palm. Next, imagine finding a 2016 Washington Quarter in your pocket change and tossing it aside, unaware that this tiny coin could be the key to unlocking an overnight fortune. That's right, there's a 2016 United States commemorative quarter out there that isn't just pocket change, it's treasure in disguise. Collectors across the globe are on the hunt for these rare gems, and their skyrocketing value in today's market can literally make you thousands of dollars richer in an instant. If you own one of these without knowing its worth, you might be sitting on a gold mine without even realizing it. The 2016 America the Beautiful series introduced several unique designs honoring U.S. landmarks, and among them lies the Shawnee National Forest Quarter from Illinois and the Harper's Ferry Quarter from West Virginia, both minted in 2016. But what makes certain versions of these quarters rare and ultra-valuable isn't just their designs, it's the hidden mint errors, low mintage runs, and pristine condition that transform an everyday coin into a jackpot. These aren't your ordinary quarters. Some examples have sold for over $3,500, and one rare error quarter even reached a jaw-dropping auction price of $7,200. The biggest attention grabber among 2016 quarters is the Harper's Ferry Quarter with a rare off-center strike or a double die error. This is no ordinary mishap. It's a minting anomaly that collectors crave. A double die error means the coin was struck twice with a misaligned die, causing features like the lettering or design details to appear doubled. These errors are extremely limited. Often just a few examples exist, and serious collectors are willing to pay outrageous amounts to get their hands on one. If you're lucky enough to have such a piece, your fortune could be one coin away. Another hot ticket is the 2016 West Point minted quarters, particularly in mint state or proof condition. These quarters bear the coveted W mint mark and were released in very limited numbers. Their scarcity makes them some of the most sought-after coins in the modern numismatic world. Collectors go wild over these low mintage releases, and some pristine examples graded MS69 or higher by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, have sold for thousands at major auctions. These are the kind of coins that don't just sit in drawers, they sit in display cases under lock and key. Let's talk about the condition that sends these quarters into the upper stratosphere of value. Coins in perfect condition, referred to as mint state, are worth significantly more than their circulated counterparts. A 2016 quarter graded MS68 or MS69 with no visible wear, flawless shine, and razor-sharp details can be worth hundreds, sometimes thousands. These pristine coins are often pulled from uncirculated rolls or mint sets, so if you have any 2016 quarter still in fresh condition, don't let it go without getting it graded professionally. The 2016 Cumberland Gap quarter also hides rare varieties that collectors are obsessed with. For example, some have reported an unusual, retained cud error near Washington's head, creating a raised and distorted section that makes the coin unique and extremely valuable. This is the kind of mistake that turns a 25-cent coin into a five-figure treasure. The coins with visual mint errors are like artwork. They're one of a kind, and to the right buyer, they're worth their weight in gold. You might be asking, how do I know if I have a rare 2016 quarter? Start by checking for errors. Look closely at the lettering, the outline of Washington's face, or the design on the back. Use a magnifying glass or even a phone camera with zoom to spot doubling, off-center strikes, or unusual raised areas. Then, check for the mint mark, P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and W for West Point. West Point quarters are especially rare and can demand incredible prices if in good condition. What's shocking is that many people unknowingly spend these rare 2016 quarters at face value, using them at gas stations or dropping them in vending machines. Don't be that person. These quarters could be the ticket to paying off your debts, buying a car, or even investing in a new business. Stories have surfaced of people cashing in quarters they found in pocket change and making thousands overnight. This isn't a myth, it's a real opportunity hiding in plain sight. The secondary market for coins is on fire, and the 2016 quarters have carved out a spotlight for themselves in the numismatic world. Auction houses, online marketplaces, and private collectors are constantly watching for these rare finds, and prices continue to climb as supply dwindles and demand explodes. Coins that were once just loose change have become investment assets. If you find the right one, it won't just change your wallet, it'll change your life. So, before you spend any 2016 Washington quarter, take a closer look. That seemingly ordinary coin could be your passport to instant wealth. These quarters are living proof that history, rarity, and a little bit of luck can come together to transform a single coin into a life-changing payday.
Check your change.
You could be holding a treasure that the world is desperately searching for, one that has the power to flip your fortune overnight. Next, in the world of pocket change, one coin from 2019 could secretly be your golden ticket to life-changing wealth, the rare and extremely valuable 2019 United States commemorative Washington quarter dollar. This isn't your everyday quarter. It might look like ordinary change to the untrained eye, but if you happen to own one of the rare variants, you could be sitting on a small fortune. These rare 2019 quarters have stunned collectors and auction houses alike with how much money they're commanding in today's hot market. People are flipping them for hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Yes, a coin worth just 25 cents at face value is turning regular folks into overnight success stories. The 2019 Quarter Series is part of the America the Beautiful program, featuring 5 unique designs for each national park or historic site. But the quarter that's causing a frenzy is not just any design. It's the ones that were struck with specific minting errors or limited releases, like the W Mint Mark quarters. The W stands for West Point Mint, and in 2019, the U.S. Mint did something historic. For the first time ever, quarters were struck at the West Point facility and released directly into circulation, not sold in sets. Only 2 million of each design were made with the W Mint mark, making them extraordinarily scarce when compared to the hundreds of millions of regular quarters. Finding a 2019 W quarter is like striking gold, but what makes them even more valuable are the condition and any minting errors. Quarters with a perfect MS 67 or higher grade are selling at premium prices, especially those still showing a mirror-like shine and untouched luster. Some of these coins have been sold at auctions for over $1,000, simply because of their rare mint mark and pristine state. But what sends values skyrocketing even more are mistakes. Yes, minting errors like double dies, off-center strikes, and die cracks. A W quarter with one of these errors becomes the holy grail for collectors. One of the most expensive 2019 Washington quarters to ever hit the auction block was the 2019 W Lowell quarter with an early die state and heavy doubling. It sold for thousands of dollars because it was so sharp and unique. That's the magic of these coins. They may be in your pocket or coin jar right now, silently holding on to wealth that could pay off your debts or fund your dreams. Just imagine the thrill of finding one of these treasures in your everyday change. That's the kind of story that turns heads and changes lives. Don't be fooled by the humble appearance of the 2019 quarter. Some varieties, like the 2019 W San Antonio Missions or the 2019 W River of No Return designs, have been documented with major doubling and dramatic die breaks. These particular coins have sparked bidding wars at major numismatic events. And with each passing year, their value only increases as more coins get lost, damaged, or spent unknowingly. The supply is shrinking while demand keeps rising, making now the perfect time to cash in if you're lucky enough to find one. Even circulated W Mint quarters can bring in solid money, especially if they're in better condition or carry even slight die flaws. Coin dealers and collectors worldwide are still hunting for these 2019 gems, offering anywhere from $30 to $500 depending on the quarter's grade and design. People who once ignored coin collecting are now jumping into the market because these quarters are rewriting what's possible with small change. If you've got a coin jar collecting dust, it might be holding a ticket to financial freedom. The secret to spotting these quarters lies in checking every coin for that tiny but mighty W mint mark, located just under the word, "In God We Trust." The average person won't look twice, but now you know where to focus. And if you find one with unusual patterns, misprints, or even slightly off details, hold on tight. You're looking at the type of coin that can sell for thousands in the right collector circle. Coin experts say many of these coins are still out there, just waiting to be discovered by someone with sharp eyes and a little luck. The 2019 quarters are also highly collectible because of their rich, symbolic artwork. Each design tells a story of American heritage, from the Lowell textile mills to the rugged wilderness of the Frank Church River of no return. Owning a rare version of these coins isn't just profitable, it connects you to American history and craftsmanship in a tangible, powerful way. That's why top collectors and investors are going all in on these specific years, especially in top grades and with error variations. You might think finding one of these coins is like winning the lottery, and in a way, you're right. These 2019 commemorative quarters prove that you don't need a bank vault or rare gold coins to change your financial destiny. One overlooked quarter, sitting in the palm of your hand, could pay your bills, buy your next car, or fund a dream vacation. That's the real power of numismatic knowledge, transforming everyday items into extraordinary value. So before you spend that shiny quarter, take one last good look. Check the date, inspect the mint mark, and see if it's more than just spare change. Because if it's one of the rare 2019 commemorative Washington quarters with a W or an error, you've just found a jackpot in disguise. Don't let it slip away for just 25 cents. This coin could be the start of your collector's fortune, and it might just change your life overnight. Next, the 2020 United States commemorative Washington quarter dollar might look like ordinary pocket change, but hiding among them are coins so rare and valuable they could make you rich overnight. Yes, these tiny pieces of metal have been turning heads in the numismatic world, selling for hundreds and even thousands of dollars depending on their condition, mint error, and scarcity. If you've ever spent a 2020 quarter without looking twice, you might have unknowingly handed away a fortune. One particular coin from the 2020 W Mint series has skyrocketed in value, transforming casual collectors into overnight millionaires in the making. In 2020, the U.S. Mint released a series of America the Beautiful quarters featuring national parks and landmarks, including the iconic Tallgrass Prairie, Weir Farm, Salt River Bay, Marsh Billings Rockefeller, and National Park of American Samoa designs. But it wasn't just the designs that made them special. For the first time in history, the Mint struck special W Mint Mark quarters, produced at the West Point Mint, and released them directly into circulation. Only 2 million of each design were minted with the W mark, making them instant rarities compared to the usual Denver D or Philadelphia P versions that numbered in the hundreds of millions. Among these, the 2020 W Salt River Bay quarter stands out as a true jackpot. If you happen to find one in pristine condition, especially in mint state or graded MS67 and above, you're looking at a coin that could fetch anywhere from $150 to over $500 in today's collector market. And if it contains any type of error, such as doubling, off-center strike, or missing elements, the price tag can climb into the thousands. These types of errors are incredibly sought after, and when paired with the rare W Mint mark, the value multiplies exponentially. Then there's the 2020 W Tallgrass Prairie quarter. With its stunning design and limited mintage, this coin has become a favorite among investors and collectors alike. A flawless example of this coin, especially one still sealed in original mint packaging or graded by a top-tier agency like PCGS or NGC, can command jaw-dropping prices at auctions. In fact, one recently sold for nearly $800, proving that this seemingly modest coin has serious investment power. What makes these 2020 quarters even more desirable is the timing of their release. Dropped into circulation during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, many of these quarters were missed by collectors due to nationwide disruptions. That means fewer pristine examples survived, making high-grade specimens even rarer today. The perfect storm of low mintage, public distraction, and a historic moment in modern coinage history has turned these coins into gold mines hiding in plain sight. The American Samoa 2020 W quarter is another piece of this treasure puzzle. Known for its depiction of fruit bats, a unique and memorable design, it has caught the attention of collectors around the globe. While its artwork is fascinating, what truly makes this coin desirable is the combination of its W, mint mark, and scarcity. A clean, uncirculated version can net you hundreds of dollars, but a rare error version with doubling or a die break could easily skyrocket past the $1,000 mark. Don't underestimate the value of condition. Quarters that were never touched by human hands, preserved in rolls or bags and later submitted for grading, are the ones bringing top dollar. Coins graded MS-68 or higher are essentially the royalty of this small but mighty coin series. Some of these coins have sold for $1,000 or more because of their impeccable quality. If you're lucky enough to own one of these flawless examples, you might be holding the keys to a payday most people only dream about. Even more exciting are the coins with minting anomalies. There have been confirmed cases of 2020 W quarters with off-center strikes, die chips, and double dies. These error coins are considered freaks of the mint, accidental but immensely valuable. Collectors go wild for these because they're one-of-a-kind mistakes. Imagine finding one with a visible doubling of the date or lettering. Some of these have sold for over $2,500 depending on their rarity and condition. It's not just collectors who are buying. Investors are now turning their eyes toward rare modern coins like these 2020 W quarters. As inflation rises and the market for tangible assets grows, coins with limited supply and growing demand become highly lucrative. The 2020 Washington Quarter Series is still young, but its track record proves it's already a legendary chapter in U.S. coin history. People who once thought coin collecting was just a hobby are now building portfolios with these rare gems. So before you drop a 2020 quarter into a vending machine or toss it into a coin jar, take a second look. That tiny W just below, "In God We Trust," could be your lottery ticket in disguise. Don't spend it for face value. It could be the biggest financial mistake of your life. These aren't just coins. They're modern treasures, sleeping fortunes waiting to be discovered by someone sharp enough to recognize their worth. Your next pocket find could be the beginning of a new chapter, a life-changing windfall sparked by a single $quarter. Next, imagine finding a simple $quarter in your change that could transform your financial destiny overnight. That's not just a dream. It's a real possibility if you come across one of the rare and expensive United States commemorative Washington quarters minted between 1788 and 1999. While the Washington Quarter Series began in 1932, the statehood quarters starting in 1999 reignited coin collecting across the nation. But it's not just about the commemorative state designs. It's the rare mint errors, unique die varieties, and early proofs that are commanding thousands, even tens of thousands, of dollars today in the collector's market. Let's talk about the legendary 1999 Delaware State Quarter, which commemorates the first state ratified in 1787 but was released in 1999. This coin has a version known as the spitting horse error, where a die crack makes it appear like the horse on the reverse is spitting. That minor-looking flaw has created a major wave in auctions, with high-grade versions of the error coin selling for over $3,000. Now imagine flipping through your old change and finding a 25-cent piece worth more than your paycheck. It's the type of luck that's not fantasy, but fact. Then there's the 1983 Washington Quarter, which might look ordinary until you realize it's missing a mint mark or struck on a copper planchet in error. Some of these flawed strikes have gone unnoticed in circulation for decades and are now being discovered in pocket change and old collections. These error quarters can bring in thousands if they're in good condition. It's the tiniest flaw that leads to the biggest jackpot. If you've ever held on to a coin thinking it might be special, this is the sign you've been waiting for. The 1970 Washington quarter is another mystery that blows the minds of coin enthusiasts.
Why?
Because some were struck on a Canadian quarter from 1941. Yes, a U.S. quarter mistakenly minted on a foreign coin. Those have sold for as much as $35,000. A simple 25-cent coin turned into a life-changing treasure.
These are not myths.
They are real coins, with real value, hiding in plain sight in the pockets and jars of everyday Americans. Even the 1932 D and 1932 S quarters, the very first issues of the Washington series, are now some of the rarest and most coveted. Only a few 100,000 were minted, and if you find one in excellent condition, you could be holding on to a $10,000 coin without even knowing it. Collectors all over the world are on the hunt for these key dates. And here's the twist. They can still occasionally be found in rolls of quarters from the bank. One lucky roll could be your ticket to financial freedom. Don't overlook the 1995 double die quarter either. A rare version of this coin shows obvious doubling on the word liberty and in God we trust. If you've got sharp eyes and some patience, you might discover one while searching through pocket change or inherited coin collections. Some of these double dies in pristine condition have reached the $2,500 mark or more. What seems like a boring chore, checking coins, might just be your lucky moment. Let's not forget the value of proof quarters, especially those minted at San Francisco with the S mint mark, particularly the silver ones. Between 1992 and 1999, silver proof sets were released, and their quarters, when separated and graded at high mint state or proof 70 quality, can sell for hundreds. Even better if one was struck off-center, missing layers, or has a double rim, the value can skyrocket exponentially. Coins like these don't just get sold, they start bidding wars among collectors. There are also transitional errors. Coins struck using the wrong metal composition or dies from the previous or next year's design. The late 90s were a chaotic time for the mint, especially with the launch of the state quarter program. This chaos led to a few known 1999 quarters struck on planchets meant for earlier issues, or even foreign coins. These bizarre minting mistakes have stunned experts and brought in five-figure auction prices. Your spare change could be holding one of these rare misfits right now. What makes these commemorative quarters especially enticing is how ordinary they seem. Unlike gold coins or ancient silver pieces locked in museums, these are coins that were meant to be spent. You might have one in your car's cup holder, your wallet, or a dusty drawer at home. Yet their value isn't in what they were worth when minted. It's in the mistakes, the scarcity, and the stories they carry. When you hold one of these rare quarters, you're holding not just a coin, but a potential fortune. So before you dismiss that Washington quarter as just another piece of change, remember this. That little coin could be worth thousands or even tens of thousands, depending on its mint year, condition, and any hidden errors. The next time you sort through your quarters, take a closer look. You might be one coin away from striking it rich. Don't spend it blind. Don't overlook the signs. That forgotten quarter in your pocket could change your life in a heartbeat.